Good morning. Welcome to Strategy with Alumni. Today we have Enrico Liss.
Hi, Chaman sir.
Hi. You passed out from University of Moratuwa 2 years ago.
Last year, yeah.
Started in 2 years ago. So I want to tell. I want to ask you actually about your background, professional and academic background.
Okay. Basically, I started my academic career at NIBM. Got my degree from the National University of Ireland. I have part CIMA qualifications and did my MBA at Moratuwa. And I have been working in the finance sector, the IT sector, and the manufacturing sector for the last 20 years, and in 4 organizations. And in all 4 organizations, I've been playing the role of a senior manager in the core management team.
And you have about 20 years of experience.
About 20 years of experience.
Now, what made you actually to do MBA? Because you are, compared to other people, you are very experienced as a business person. So what was the reason to do MBA?
The whole reason to do the MBA was to consolidate the practical experience that we have,
Right.
and to when we do practically, there are small areas and gaps that we always encounter. So the MBA's idea was to make that learning experience and the experience that I have a more whole sort of a thing, so that a wholesome me can be generated out of it, so that I can give better decisions and make more effective analysis and come up with proper decisions and strategies for the organization.
So I want to ask you now how Moratuwa MBA added value to your private and professional life. Now maybe for a younger person, they can get a lot of knowledge and theories and everything, but you as an experienced person doing that was a special thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, say, basically on a personal note, it really stretched me to the fullest. It showed me what my real capacity was. I had a senior manager role to play at office in research and development and so many areas. I have 2 kids and a family to run. Balancing that with the MBA of University of Moratuwa, it's really hard, a lot of assignments, so much. It really showed me my capabilities, how much I can really do more than what I was doing in the past. So that one on a personal nature. On a professional nature, basically the interactions that I had with similar caliber people at the class, the networking that happened during research and even during the classes with all the professors and lecturers that came in, they were really invaluable to the development of a better me, basically.
Okay, and now this discussion is about actually strategy, how people rethink strategy, how they practice strategy, and how MBAs, really introduce strategy other people. So I want to ask you about your experience and your learning from this MBA as well as from your work experience. What do you think about strategy making and strategic management?
Yeah, strategic management to me is a very integrative subject. It's not like doing marketing or human resource. It's a very integrative subject. A lot of experience needs to be put into it, and the strategies that you make today or the decisions that you take will affect you in the long term. So basically, how Moratuwa approaches strategic management is very unique from all the other MBAs. We have MBA graduates from different universities in our schools, and we meet in our workplaces and we meet them. Basically, how we do it, the Harvard Business School type of case study analysis, the simulations that we have, for instance, the outside people, the expert panels that we get in are very unique to the Moratuwa
People like
MBA.
you come and talk to the students.
Yeah, we try to give back,
Right.
but then there are so many people who have come during the MBA, so that enriches the MBA. Basically, the strategic management is like for a pilot, the simulation. The mistakes that you can make on a real life is very huge. But if you can use simulation, other people's experiences, then you can cushion that effect and make better strategic decisions. So that came from the Moratuwa MBA.
So you had the opportunity to make mistakes and learn from doing
Yeah, especially on simulations.
Right.
Each time you made a decision on the simulation, it showed us the real effect. I wouldn't be able to do that in
Real life.
at my company Zillion. Basically, say how much to spend on research and development. When we had that simulation, when we put extra money, we saw what happened. When we put less money, we saw what happened. So practically, I can't do that, but on a simulation, I can do it.
Also, when you talking to the students today, you talk about balanced scorecard in your organization.
Yes.
So can you very quickly talk about something on balanced scorecard and how you use it? for strategic purposes?
Yeah, balance scorecard, basically all our KPIs and performance indicators are based on a balance
Would
scorecard.
you like to name your organization?
I work for a company called Zillion Business Solutions. It's a group of companies. We have companies in Maldives, India, Sri Lanka, and so on. So basically, how we do it is we have our strategic vision and the goals that we have at the very top level, what we need to reach. And on the balance scorecard, there are 4 areas, as we know. So we break them down into different goals and KPIs, and especially initiatives that we need to do to achieve those goals and objectives that we have. So then what we do is from the high level, we break it down to company level, and from company level to department level, and from department even to the individual performance of an individual. So we have the KPIs, the goals, and what we need to do. So when we do the strategic initiatives, we manage to achieve those goals. Sometimes we can't achieve those goals, and we cascade it back up, and we see at a global level, have we achieved the objectives and the goals that we have set. It's a continuous process. Like every 6 months, we run through the process and ensure that if any initiatives need to be taken, they're taken, and so on.
Okay, so finally I want to ask, like, if you have any messages to current MBAs or anybody watching this video, so you are free to do so.
Yeah, just a few things. Like first, when you're selecting an MBA, this is for the new people who are going to select MBAs. Select an MBA that gives you value, not just an accreditation saying that you have an MBA. So when you're doing that, you need to see that you're exposed to things like Harvard Business Style case study analysis, the simulations, expert panels who come and help you out, so many external activities that you get engaged in. So see that, ask for those things, and ask for whether the MBA has a research. Research is basically something that will make or break you. When you finish doing a research, you'll basically be a very different person, not like doing assessments and exams for an MBA. So ask for those things, and remember, once you select it, you have to be really committed and consistent in your performance. You need to allocate time, balance your life, and then get through the whole exam and the theses and all that.
Thank you, Enrico. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shaminda.